All right, we're back. We're gonna go over some layer basics in this video, just to ensure that you guys can manage your workflow and your files properly. Um, I have, the clovers on the canvas. They are separated out in our layers palette by two different layers. You can drag and put these layers on top of each other, or rearrange these layers based on how you want them in your final printout, being either print or a web-based graphic. You can delete layers in the layer palette. If you click on the layer that you want to delete, you can click and drag it down to the trash can, and it'll delete it. Otherwise, you can go up to Layer, and I believe it is Delete Layer. Yeah, right here. Click on that, and it'll prompt you to say yes or no. We'll undo that. You can copy layers also by going up to Layer. You can do a new layer from like Layer Copy, or a easier way to do it is just to grab the layer and grab it down to the New tab button, which is right next to the trash can. So click and drag and you'll release, and it'll make a copy on top of it. Let's delete that one. When you open a new document or a JPEG, by default, Photoshop will always lock that layer, it'll be named background layer. So we have Mr. Rabbit here. If you want to unlock it, simply just double-click on the layer, and it'll bring up a new layer prompt box, and you can either name it, we'll call it Rabbit, and then you can go ahead and hit OK, and you'll notice the lock little icon is no longer there. You can add it by clicking on the lock, and then there's lock position, lock image pixels, and lock transparent pixels. So there's some other options if you didn't want to, if you had multiple layers and you didn't want to edit one, you can lock your layers and everything else. Let's say you wanted to move the clovers over to another canvas. Let's just show you an example. I have these two open. I'm going to put some clovers over in this photograph. So what you can do is you can use the Move tool or V on the keyboard to select it. You can either click and drag the layer from the layer palette. You see it's giant clovers because this image is smaller than this. We'll undo that really quick, or you can grab the actual pixels from here, and then you can click and drop. So that's a way to move pixels from two different canvases.